A very long time ago, why it's almost been a year, there was a golfing prince who lived and played golf not so far from here. He would swing and sing. Oh yes, he was a happy lad. For him the sun did always shine. No, he was never sad. Every year he'd play in the Disney tournament. He would make new friends. He looked forward to it every year, time and time again. He loved to play golf, to play with his pals, with the pros. He had special memories of his time at Disney, all highs, no lows. But what the golfing prince wanted most, more than any other thing, was to win a simple trophy that would make him feel like a king. Oh, he had been close to winning one, missed several times only by a shot. But this year his game was ready. This would be his time for the trophy he had long sought. The tournament started. The sun shone brightly on this perfect day. The golfing prince was ready to drive, ready to putt, ready to play. After 9 holes, he was 4 under. So far, so good. All was well in the land. It was going just as he thought it should. 8 under par was the golfing prince's score at the end of the first day. The same score tomorrow? That would be enough. That's what the experts say. Hopefully, that would earn him a trophy, and he could take home the coveted prize. He wanted it so dearly, you could see it in his eyes. The second round started off good. A birdie, then another, spirits on the rise. Only a few more birdies, that will be enough to claim the wonderful prize. The golfing prince knew a trophy was now within his grasp. His happiness did soar. But then came, on the Magnolia course, the par 5, number 4. The golfing prince was in his pocket, out of competition on this hole. But his pro laid only 3, with just a 12-foot putt for birdie left to go. A birdie would be wonderful, not that hard for a pro with a stroke so pure. Even if he missed the birdie putt, from 12 feet, a par would be for sure. There was no rain, there was no wind, there was no shaking, none of that stuff. But as the pro stood over his ball, it twitched, it moved, just the slightest, just enough. On its own it oscillated, the pro declared. Less than a dimple, he did claim. But the rules official assessed a penalty, said the pro must take the blame. Take 1 away from your total, 1 less stroke towards your quest. That's the rule, even if it moved less than a dimple before it came to rest. So on that simple par 5, a bogey was carded instead of a birdie or a par. Instead of a circle on the scorecard, it was a square. Permanently, it did mar. Later that night there was a dinner, where the trophies were handed out. The gathering applauded for the winners. There were smiles all about. Except for the golfing prince, who sat sadly in dark and deep despair, because he had missed taking home a trophy again for another year. When the final scores were tallied, he missed a trophy by 1 shot. Just 1 stroke was the difference between him winning and him not. if it wasn't for that oscillating ball, that moment on that easy par 5, the golfing prince would have had his trophy, and that ain't no jive. Now it's all just a memory, something that happened in the past. As the golfing prince has let it go, made peace with what fate hath cast, and perhaps someday in the future, someday in the land of happiness and laughter, the golfing prince will win a trophy, and then he will live happily ever after.